Hey sports fans, Coach Nick here and welcome to BBallBreakdown. I'm finally back on the West Coast. Have no idea how the East Coast people do that and watch games so late. But I'm glad to be back home in my studio and wish everybody a happy Father's Day today. Especially my dad. Pop, thanks for everything. Wouldn't be here without you. Well, let's talk about the Miami Heat and what they're doing on offense because they have some hope to get back in the series if they can do certain actions that will force switching by the Spurs defense, which is by design, as you'll see when I ask Coach Popovich in the press conference.
Coach, I just noticed that in Game 2 there's a lot of switching going on defensively. Is that part of the game plan, or was that sort of in the flow and just reading what's going on their end?
Both teams are doing that to a great extent.
Was that part of the game plan? Did that
Sure.
switch everything?
Yes.
Switch everything is part of the game
No,
plan?
not everything, but switching is part of the game plan.
With that in mind, let's look at some examples where switching hurt the Spurs. When the Heat got Ray Allen attacking out of a loop-like set, watch how Manu and Diaw switched. Because Manu had to guard Bosh, Duncan held back in the lane a beat too long, allowing Lewis to get the open three in the corner. However, he just can't hit it. When the Heat set a down screen for the ball screener first, it gets Bonner out of position, trailing the ball screen for LeBron. When they switch this, Bonner is left to defend in isolation. When Kawhi comes over to shadow LeBron, this could have been a golden opportunity to create a wide open three, but the other Heat players have terrible spacing on the weak side. Doesn't matter though when you've got LeBron to make tough shots like this. The Heat run a similar play where they down-screen Bosh before he sets the ball screen for Chalmers. Kawhi switches onto Bosh, and since he was out of position a few steps, he has to scramble to stop penetration, then recover back to Bosh, who blows right by him, but throws a bad pass to LeBron, and the Heat can't finish in the face of great effort by the Spurs defense. With no weak side screening, the Spurs can stay in their shell defense until the sideline screen and roll. Duncan switches onto LeBron here, but is bailed out when LeBron shoots a corner three with lots of time on the shot clock. Baseline penetration against this defense will also cause problems as Parker tries to ice this pick and roll, Kawhi can't get in position fast enough and has to switch, and Manu gets caught ball watching on this Wade cut to the hoop for free throws. The Heat get screwy with their weak side positioning again. There is no way having a double ball screen for Ray Allen while Chalmers is standing 8 feet away in the corner is the right alignment. In fact, it's so tight, Battier actually trips Ray Allen. They eventually get a ball screen for Ray, who misses LeBron on the roll, then throws the wrong pass inaccurately. This should have gone directly to Battier when Bonner helped one pass away. We've shown how good the Spurs are at immediately exploiting mismatches. The Heat aren't so skilled at this. Screening Ray Allen along the baseline forces Diaw to switch onto him, leaving 6'5" Danny Green to guard 6'10" Chris Bosh. The Heat never recognize this, waste too much time, and Wade misses a pass to Ray in the corner, getting stripped by Diaw on the way up. Bad spacing by the Heat's offense again allows the Spurs to expertly rotate. You never want to set an off-ball screen in the lane because of the 3-second violation, yet that's where Wade is when he sets the screen. This allows his man Boris Diaw to easily help on Bosh when Splitter had to switch out onto Ray Allen in the corner. And LeBron was too slow cutting out of his position, allowing Kawhi to be right there on his rotation and force Wade into a bad miss. Looking at the 5-man lineups that played at least 4 minutes in the finals, we see that there are 5 Heat lineups with a positive net rating. Besides LeBron, the only other player that appears in all 5 of these lineups is Ray Allen. And it's no doubt because of the switching he forces on defense with his expert off-ball movement. So there you have it, sports fans. It's hard to imagine Ray Allen being able to play much more than the 31 or 32 minutes per game he's playing in the finals, especially because that's about 5 minutes more than he played in the entire playoffs before this and in the regular season. So if he can handle more, they're going to have him out there running around screens as expertly as he does to create open shots. and then hope that he doesn't kill him on defense, which he has been in certain areas. But right now, as we saw in that lineup information, Ray Allen ends up being the key to when they play well. And if they can get anything more out of him and a nice big game from him, then they have a shot at winning Game 5, and then who knows what happens in Game 6 in Miami. Either way, stay tuned for a great post-game show coming up after Game 5. And don't forget, at BBallBreakdown, we're not a channel, we're a conversation. You in?